the free agency promo dropping yesterday, we got a lot of more chances to use normal theme teams now, and I had to update the top 10 theme teams. So as you guys know, the 97 and 98 overalls get every single theme team when it comes to the new free agent cards. We also just got Kyle Hamilton and Puka who get every single team chem. So these cards make normal theme teams a lot better, and like I said, we needed to update it. I haven't done this in over, I think, 2 months now because promo theme teams have been running Madden. But if you guys enjoy videos like this, I do top 10s on positions, I do gameplays and all the new cards, I do everything Madden Ultimate Team, and we so happen to be pushing for 50,000 subscribers. We just hit 47K, man. I appreciate all the love and support. But other than that, let's just jump right into number 10. If you were looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. So to start off our list at number 10, we do got the Philadelphia Eagles, and I will say they were one of the best theme teams at a point in the year, but they are slowly starting to fall off. I mean, they do got good wide receivers, though. You do got Julio, you do got AJ Brown, 2 newer cards in the game, but when it comes to like everything else on offense, it is kind of mid at the end of the day. You do have the best offensive lineman in the game, but I mean, you're not really picking a theme team because of O-line. You do got John Runyon and also Ciamolo, which isn't terrible, but you really don't have much running back play. You really don't got much tight end play. But like I said, the free agency promo, those are holes that you could fix easy. You can put Josh Jacobs right there. You could throw in that Dalton Schultz right here too. But your quarterbacks, you got plenty of options. You could still go with William Perry. You got the ultimate weapon, Vince Young. 3 really solid options. Then when we move to defense, you do have some cards that are typically not very good unless they're on a theme team. Kevin Byard is the prime example. If you could boost him up, he is one of the better cards in the game. The one thing that is the biggest knock on him is that he is super slow, but he has one of the best ability stacks in the game. And Kevin Byard being in your theme team definitely is a huge boost. You do got some good users as well. Harold Carmichael, 6'8", will always be usable, especially if you can get some speed boosts out there. TJ Edwards just got a brand new card in the weekly wild card. Not a bad user out there as well. You got a D lineman and Curse right here. The corners, the reason why they just can't be much higher is because you really only have one corner, and it's DRC, and he's not really a guy you can play on the outside. So you're going to need some fillers at safety. Your DBs aren't the best. I think DBs is one of the most important thing when it comes to theme teams, and sadly, they're kind of lacking over here. At number 9, we do got the Tennessee Titans. The Titans is a theme team that will get better over time. I know right now you can't get Derrick Henry, but when you get a 99 speed Derrick Henry, I know he can't juke. I know he doesn't get the X Factor. He'll still be a great card nonetheless. And also, I believe CJ2K is 96 speed. I think I could just click this right here. Yeah, you can get him up to 98 speed. He's still very usable if you want to go 50 out of 50 on this theme team. But you do got quarterback options as well. Fitzmagic, Vince Young. Your wide receivers are deadly. Julio Jones, AJ Brown. You could end up going with Michael Pittman right here if you really wanted to over Randy Moss. You could even go with, who else is in there? Mike Evans, Puka. All those cards get every theme team to fill if you really wanted to. You got Jonnu Smith, who's really good. And also Dave Casper. So you have one of the best tight end theme teams in the game. You have an amazing offensive line. Great left guard. Great right tackle. Solid... can't really count Mawai, but he is there right there. You'll take that. But when we go over to defense, just like the Eagles theme team, you are getting Kevin Byard, who I do value in a theme team. I think that is a big deal because, like I said, the only thing wrong with the card, he would be a top 5 card in the game if he wasn't terrible statistically. Yeah, he's kind of just rough. He's 95 speed, but you can get up to 97 on the theme team, which is really nice. Keith Bullock, X Factor. Brian Arakpo, X Factor card. We take those every single day. You got Javon Curse down here, another really good, probably one of the better non-extra X Factor D-line rushers in the game. But just like the Eagles, we are pretty weak at corner, right? Chidobe just got a brand new card yesterday, but he gets all man abilities. Pretty rough card to throw out there in the game right now. Adoree, another kind of man-to-man guy, and then Randy Moss, probably still your best corner out of the 3 right here. It is a little bit rough, but like I said, a lot of fillers. Kyle Hamilton, you can throw in some other guys down here, but man, you got to have better DBs to be higher on this list. Number 8, we got the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions is actually one of the highest overall theme teams. So it goes, I think the highest is 95. There's like 2 of them. And then there's a bunch of 94s, like I think 4 or 5 94s. They are one of the few 94s. And I think that offensive line is definitely carrying some value right there. The lowest overall offensive lineman is their team diamond in Kevin Glover and also another team diamond in Bill Fralick. There we go. I didn't want to butcher it, but you do get some great offensive linemen all around. You get a 97 Laporta, 96 Aiden tight end. You are absolutely loaded right there. And then look at the wide receivers. You still get Megatron, full theme team. He's still very, very usable. You get one of the best running back tandems in Jahmyr Gibbs and also Jamal Williams. Forgot to mention DPJ is a dog as well. Amon-Ra. There's just no way Amon-Ra. I don't understand why they would just never will give him a good card, but it'd be cool to see him. Probably just use a filler for your wide receiver 3 right here. Your quarterbacks aren't really you know, too good, so you're probably filling right there as well, but it's all right at the end of the day. But moving over to defense, I still do like Night Train Lane to an extent. He's nowhere near the corners we have today, but still a good option, better than some of those cards we were showing on you on the past two theme teams. You do get a really good safety. He just made our top 10 safety list 2 days ago, so Melon Fonwu, solid card. I absolutely love him in the game. Then you can see across the board, you do get an X Factor D lineman. If you could boost him up, we love to see that as well. It's another theme team where you could tell they are really good at certain spots. They are just missing those big DB positions, right? I guess you could put in like Shinobi right here, Kyle Hamilton, but it's kind of hard if you can't really afford those cards. You're going for a theme team because they are definitely lacking there. At number 7, I don't think anybody knew this. Definitely didn't know this, but the Panthers are a 94 overall theme team. So they find themselves at number 7. It's crazy that one of the worst teams in the league, it has an actual pretty solid theme team in the game. Their offensive line is very good. You have one of the better right tackles or right guards in the game. He gets 2 APs, like I said, for 0, or 2 abilities for 0, which is awesome. You get brand new Damian Lewis, who just signed with them in real life, which we love to see. You don't really got too much tight end player here. Probably not playing Tommy Tremble, but you do got Steve Smith, who probably isn't usable on a non-theme team, but on a Panthers theme team, really, really solid out there. You got your guy CMC. He gets consistent upgrades. You'll never have to worry about a running back in this theme team. But the one thing I do like about it, though, is that on defense, they are better. And like I said, probably using fillers outside of Steve Smith. Maybe Keyshawn Johnson, you could probably use him as well. But when we come to defense, boys, you are getting pretty solid cards all around. You're getting 2 really good users right here in Luke Kuechly and also this Deion Jones that got a weekly wild card, I think 2 weeks ago. And then you're getting a weekly wild card LTD who just came out this week in Jeremy Chin. This card is very solid. I think he found himself in the top 5 or top 6 of our top 10 safety list. Definitely love Jeremy Chin in the game. Stephon Gilmore, I know he gets every chem, but he did play for the Panthers, as we all know. And then on D-line, you have 2 amazing studs down here. You got the brand new Brian Burns. You got the X Factor, Reggie White, Minister of Defense, man. This is definitely an underrated theme team. And also, if you really wanted to like move one of these guys maybe to the line for like some speed, you really could still use Peppers. I mean, Peppers is obviously still a tall user, kind of like Carmichael. I honestly think this theme team is super underrated, dude. It really is. Moving over to number 6. Now I feel like we're starting to get a little bit more spicier. I definitely feel like we're starting to go towards that top end. Like I told you earlier in the video, these cards are getting better. But when we look at the offensive line, the Rams is amazing, right? You have one of the best left guards in the game. You have the best right tackle in the game, no question. You have the best left tackle in the game. And guess what? They also have the second best left tackle right here at a 95 overall in Whitworth. So until you unlock that one, you could use the other Whitworth, which is absolutely awesome. And then as you guys know, they have been getting all of these cards for AKA. You could use the Isaac Bruce, the Puka Nakua, brand new LTD. He's actually 800K now, which I am tempted to scoop up. And then you could probably fill in for Hole. He's a little bit slower, but if you want to rock the full chem, I feel like you got to get Hole, right? And then they just got this brand new Marshall Faulk. I love this card. That gameplay we did on all 3 of the cards was absolutely just super fun. And then you got Ryan Fitzmagic, Kurt Warner. Not a bad offense at all. I mean, obviously not the greatest tight end in the world, but we'll take it, right? But moving over to defense, they do have a lot of positions over here. Byron Young, LTD, super underrated card as well. I believe you can user him too. I'm not 100% sure. I forget how to like truly look at it, but I believe he is actually a pretty solid user and also a rusher if you wanted. You got Clay Matthews, who's another guy who gets alert cards for 0. You got Taylor Rapp, who doesn't get the best abilities in the world, but a fast safety out there. He gets up to 99 speed on theme team, so we'll take that every single day. And then just like earlier, we got that Night Train Lane with a little bit of meh around him. I mean, we'll take it at the end of the day. But Aaron Donald, I love seeing secures for 0. If you can get a very fast Aaron Donald, I think 97 speed boosted up for secure at your D tackle. Arguably one of the better D tackles in the game, non-X Factor wise. I think the Rams theme team is definitely super underrated. Now that we head into our top 5, these are kind of the big dogs, I guess you could say, the most popular theme teams and kind of been the most popular or best theme teams all year long. The Dallas Cowboys, I think the top 5 are definitely miles ahead of the bottom 5 of this list, and you can go compare any other theme team. It was rough. It was rough trying to find anybody compared to the top 5. It was absolutely brutal. But the Cowboys is actually really good. You have the best right guard in the game in Mr. Larry Allen. And then you got the brand new center that just came out, Connor Williams. Did he sign? I don't remember. Who did he just sign with? I don't remember who he signed with. I know he was on the Dolphins. He used to be on the Cowboys. I don't know who he went. But we got Dalton Schultz, Keyshawn Johnson, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Irvin. Absolutely amazing wide receiver trio right there. You have an X Factor running back. You have a free running back that is also amazing as your RB2. And then Troy Aikman and also Randall Cunningham to switch out. I mean, the offense is loaded. Literally everywhere. Good offensive line, great wide receiver core, good tight end, good running back. It's amazing. And then we move over to defense. I wish it was a little bit better. The one thing I will say about the Cowboys, I mean, their overall is amazing on defense. You can see their corners. You look at them, you see 97, 98, 97 and a 98 right there. You probably think there's no way that this team should not be higher than 5, right? But the thing is, all 3 of these corners get man abilities. I know all Cowboys teamers were complaining about Trevon Diggs, but guess what they did on top of it? They made Shadobi get all man abilities, and they made, Gilly's a little bit better. I will say Gilly's not the worst one in the world, but honestly, Herb Adderley is definitely better than these 2 cards right here. Herb Adderley, you could definitely mix in, probably in front of Trevon Diggs. I mean, it's rough. I mean, we all know man abilities aren't really good this year. But at the end of the day, you still do get our guy Ed Too Tall. You get Carmichael as a user. Chuck Howley is still a great user in the game. The Micah Parsons on the D-line is amazing. Malik Hooker's definitely usable at a certain extent. I mean, Darren Woodson. This team is definitely loaded, man. The Cowboys have been great all year. I don't think they've ever left the top 10 for me. Number 4, probably one of the most popular theme teams in the game right now. As you guys know, the Genki Force kind of pushed this theme team to be used a lot, but it has been getting consistent upgrades. You can see in the last 2 days alone, they've gotten Christian Watson and also Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs also gets ×2 chem as well, so that is a big bonus. You got the brand new Aaron Rodgers, which is super cool to use. If you're a Packer fan, you definitely want to rock that out there. You got Jair Alexander out of position. MVS, which I will say is probably still better than that Devontae, but you got Devontae if you want him there. Christian Watson. I mean, look at the wide receiver core. It is absolutely amazing. Your offensive line's good too. You got 2 95s right here. Not the craziest O-line, but we could fill there. We bet the best offensive lineman there regardless. But moving over to defense, they're still really good too. Devontae Adams fully maxed out as a top 3 corner in the game. I think we all know that by now. He's expensive to max out, but you also got to remember, he's arguably cornerback 1. He's arguably cornerback 1 if you can get him in speed boost, right? I think if you max him out, yeah, he'll be 98 speed. He's arguably cornerback 1 on this theme team fully maxed out because of his ability stack. Jair also can get universal. I mean, you got Charles Woodson, one of the best slots in the game. Herb Adderley, absolutely. They have the probably 4 better corners in a theme team in a game right now. And they're all getting +2 speed, which is awesome. Ray Nitschke and Clay Matthews probably still usable on the slower end, but usable. Same thing goes with Peppers. But at the end of the day, I think the corners, the X Factor D lineman right here, the wide receivers, the running back, the quarterback, this theme is loaded, man. And it's super cool seeing not a big, huge franchise like the Cowboys or like somebody, you know what I mean? Well, the Cowboys are still top 5, but it's cool seeing somebody else be in the top 5 for once. Now we go to number 3, the Super Bowl winning team, the team that has gotten absolutely blessed all year. And this just shows you how good the top 3, top 4, and top 5 are. They are loaded out here in the game. You can see the Chiefs have an amazing offensive line. You got 2 97s. You got a 96 right tackle. Your worst offensive lineman is a 92, kind of like how we showed you earlier with the Lions. You do get Kelsey, which isn't insane anymore, but he's still a good card, especially on a 50 out of 50. You do got an X Factor running back on the slower end, but if you are going 50 out of 50, you can get him up to 96 speed. He still gets a good juke, one of the best catchers in the game as well for his size. We'll take that every single day. But your wide receivers, you got Tyreek Hill. You have an X Factor who gets a great X Factor and yak him up right here in Dante Hall. MVS, I mean, you get a Okoye too, honestly. If I was this team, I know Hillis has the better X Factor, but Okoye, you can get up to 98 speed easily. Yeah, that's actually super cool. I know he doesn't get secondaries, but you probably want to use him as your running back regardless. Defense, I wish it was a little bit better. Kind of like the same situation with the Cowboys. They have high overalls on defense, but L'Jarius Sneed, not the best abilities in the world. Kendall Fuller, I know he's a free login card. A free card. You know what they do to free cards abilities. Not the best abilities in the world, but Charvarius Ward is amazing. A great card you want to boost up in speed right there. And then it shows 2 Eric Berries. I don't know why Mutt.gg has that, but you can just run Justin Reed up here, which is a solid fill-in option as well. You got Melvin Ingram. You got your guy Derek Thomas still down there. You got Karlaftis, Chris Jones. No real user on the field. I guess if you want to use Eric Berry and just use a filler up here or Kyle Hamilton or whatnot, I mean, the Chiefs are definitely insane, dude. They're really good literally everywhere. We just wish we saw better abilities maybe in the DB spot. Number 2, we got the Las Vegas Raiders, and it seems like every single year they always find themselves being one of the best theme teams. It seems like a lot of people always go here to retire, or they get blessed by the Bo Jackson theme team. Yes, they have 3 Bo Jacksons on offense. They have by far the best running back committee. Look at this. Josh Jacobs, Beast Mode, and Bo Jackson. I mean, that is insane. By far the best running backs. Obviously, Bo is the best, but Josh Jacobs is still cool if you want to use like somebody who really, or you know, a newer card, I guess you could say. But Darius Hayward-Bay, one of the best wide receivers in the game. You got Tay out here. You can still use Moss. You want a Jerry Rice, Amari Cooper. Probably going to use a filler right there like Mike Evans or Puka, but we'll take it, man. You have the best tight end in the game, best running back in the game, best quarterback in the game, a 97 overall fullback. Oh, I mean, dude, look at this team. 296 right guards in the game. That is disgusting. And then when we look at the DBs, a little bit ugly. I guess, obviously, we're going to put Tay up here. You got Tay, one of the best corners in the game. Like I said earlier at the Packers, boost him up. He is absolutely insane. But you do got Bo Jackson. DRC is probably your 2 slots, and then you can run Charles Woodson on the outside. Ronnie, lots of good up top safety. You got Bo Jackson as one of your users or D linemen. Derek Carr is one of your users. I mean, dude, look at it, boys. Max Crosby as well. You got the LTD, or not the LTD, the X Factor SAP. The Raiders theme team is disgusting, but I think number 1 is definitely number 1. Number 1 theme team in the game, the 49ers. As you guys know, I just built 25 out of them. I got kind of peer pressured by the stream to do it, but I'm so happy I did it. I mean, this theme team is absolutely ridiculous. You can see they have high overall offensive line. You got a 97 left tackle, 98 overall right guard in the game. You have one of the best tight ends, probably tight end 2 behind Bo, but even on a full theme team, he's 99 speed, so yeah, he's really kind of close to Bo besides the X Factor. We'll take that every single day. And then look at the wide receivers. You get Jawan Jennings, who is a giant out there. You get Deebo Samuel. Isaac Bruce. I'm getting hiccups in the middle of talking. This is terrible. Isaac Bruce gets evasive for 0. I love this card. I still use him on the God Squad right now. And then look at your running back. CMC, probably using a filler or quarterback, but you also have a tied for the highest fullback in the game. The offensive line, or the entire offense, is just absolutely disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting besides, like, quarterback, honestly. Maybe you could fill in a couple offensive linemen, but we'll take that every single day. And then when we go to defense, they are loaded. They have arguably the best safety in the game. As you guys know, I registered him or ranked him very, very high. If you really wanted to build the Niners theme team the best way, this is what you would do right here. You would put Jair Brown at corner, Charvarius Ward at your other corner, and then what you would do is just get Kyle Hamilton up top right there, run him next to Ronnie Lott. And then also a big reason why I went for this theme team, and I feel like a lot of people do, these 2 right here. Fred Warner is one of the best cards in the game. He's the only guy that gets 0 AP mid-zone and 0 AP lurk cards at the same time, but he's super, super slow. He's very slow. That's why you run a theme team to boost him, and then you also get the side piece of Patrick Willis right there. Your D-line is not the greatest, but, I mean, I guess we'll take our guy Chase Young down there. You got to remember, they're only going to get Dion. They're only going to get better as well, man. I think the Niners definitely got to be number 1. Their DBs are just ridiculous. Their users are the best. It's insane, dude. Boys, I appreciate y'all sticking to the end of the video. Make sure to comment down below which theme team are you rocking right now in the game. Which theme team got snubbed from the list? Which one's too high? Which one's too low? I love reading the comments, man, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.